The Western United States, the Rocky Mountains. Here, a culture of open space, big ideas, and individual freedom has flourished like nowhere else on Earth. Amid these mountains and valleys, people still explore with their families and find adventure on a rugged trail or the whitecaps of a windswept lake. The highways aren't just ribbons of asphalt from point A to point B, but gateways to a world beyond our doorstep, where couples take their home with them. This is the West. Many people never truly understand the breadth of the real story behind what makes this part of the world so iconic. For At Your Leisure with Chad and Corby Booth, the West's premier outdoor adventure show, it is a story worth telling. For 8 years, At Your Leisure with Chad and Corby Booth has brought households from the metropolitan downtown of Las Vegas to the main street of the smallest Hampton of Montana, the best outdoor programming available in the country. Each year, AYL has grown, stronger, broader, and more recognizable, while other programs have dwindled. Our focus on family outdoor recreation of all types, in locales distant as well as right next door, has paid big dividends for both sponsors and viewers. Our weekly travel adventure segments have informed viewers about new areas to explore and new things to see, proving a popular and enduring format for viewers and advertisers.
We're very proud of our sponsorship of At Your Leisure. You know, we questioned whether we had the funding to do it when the first year we started. We've really seen an increase in our destination tourism, and we attribute that to our exposure on At Your Leisure. I think the show has helped us tremendously economically regarding destination tourism.
At Your Leisure has had a dramatic impact on tourism and recreation in Kane County. People meet me and say, well, I saw you on At Your Leisure. People that I didn't know that were, coming here to recreate.
I've been at this for 5 years, and I've dealt with all sorts of media types, local and national. And there is not a better media ally than At Your Leisure and the folks at Your Leisure.
Nowhere else will you find a program at the pulse of your county or destination like AYL. Host and executive producer Chad Booth spends his days not only producing a new installment of the show every week, but keeping himself updated in the industries whose advertising dollars make it possible. He reads trade magazines, interacts with commissioners, retailers, politicians, and local residents like few others can. The AYL team has become experts in fields far beyond just television. This dedication allows us to anticipate principality needs, oftentimes before they do. AYL's programming has generated so much viewer reach that it has been invited by municipalities and provinces in other countries to promote recreation in their homes to our viewers here in the West. Our quality is never compromised, nor our vision blurred by momentary fads. For this reason, At Your Leisure with Chad and Corby Booth has been recognized and rewarded, both here and abroad. It has been because of the support of our sponsors that AYL has succeeded where so many others have failed. But as our sponsors help to buoy us up, so do we in turn elevate the industry and the profile of our sponsors. Politics has always played a role in how we recreate, but over the last few years, greater attacks and more powerful ammunition has been brought to bear against those who would enjoy our trails and waterways, as opposed to lock them away for safekeeping. This has been a fight At Your Leisure has never shied away from. Just in the last year, well over 15% of our content has aired defending the ATV and boating industries, as well as local governments and their right to plot their own course. Political action has been taken as a direct result of stories and editorials run solely in the confines of this half-hour weekly program. AYL is viewed by legislators, governors, newspaper reporters, and land managers who watch and support the show. Environmentalists also watch AYL. Many want to see it silenced. How do we know all of these groups tune into At Your Leisure? They've told us.
I watch it.
Well, thank you.
It's said that politicians make the decisions, but it's the economists who tell them how many they can make. While politics is a continuing factor for all of us, economics has become more important than ever this past year. Even as markets have continued to shrink, At Your Leisure with Chad and Corby Booth has made great sacrifices to position itself as the dominant force in recreational reporting. While most other media outlets have dwindled to practically nothing, AYL has actually grown, adding marquee names like Reese Stein, Terry and Susan Wood, Bob Welty, and Joe Lee to its already impressive cast. All this has been done while staying on budget and bringing advertisers more quality and quantity than promised. AYL has also expanded its presence on the internet to bring more eyes and ears to your county and the issues that shape its future. Even so, as Season 8 approaches, your economic concerns are ours as well. At Your Leisure is dropping prices for Season 8. By renegotiating with our television stations and partnering with them for a limited time, we are able to offer reduced prices for this year. This allows your business to get the same standard of advertising and commercial production as in years past, but at a price in line with the current economic climate. There is no production company in the country that offers the amount of broadcast content, commercial production, and the freedom to use footage as you see fit for your county's promotion, like Chadwick Booth & Company. Factor in Season 8's lower pricing, and you can see why some of the industry leaders in recreation, as well as political and county leaders, are now and have been sponsors since our very first episode. The economy has forced most businesses and counties to make tougher choices than in years past. Many local municipalities have been hit rather hard by the recent financial downturn. AYL is one tool that will help you plot a course to a better future. National economists like Jeff Threadgold, who appeared on AYL recently, can see the light at the end of the tunnel. But it's the leaders that make the hard choices now that will dominate 2010.
The news is getting better. The forecasting economists expect the U.S. economy to return to slightly positive growth in the third quarter and better growth in the fourth quarter, better growth in 2010. We've seen consumer confidence rise 4 months in a row. We're seeing housing doing a little better.
It's not just about the advertising dollars. That money is actually going to work for you.
Join the AYL team for the 8th season of the #1 outdoor recreation show in the country, and we can help your county become that dominant force. The culture of the Western U.S. is unique. At Your Leisure with Chad and Corby Booth is the one media outlet who supports that lifestyle, fights for it, sees the good in it, and in truth, is a part of it. AYL is the most recognized name in outdoor programming and the highest rated for men and women 18 to 55. This 3-time Telly Award-winning show continues that same quality and opportunity for an 8th season. Between our Outsiders Club and weekly AYL giveaways, increased internet and upcoming radio presence, opportunities abound for sponsors to reach even more of their target demographics than ever before and bring more eyes to the beauty of your county. So join Chad and Terry and Susan, Reese, Roger, Steve, Darren, Bob, Joe, and everyone else for a journey that's changing the face of recreation in the West. At Your Leisure, the West's Outdoor Adventure Show.